So at work, my register was short like $50, and I just, I got a write up for it, and I just said, I don't know, I find it, you know, just saying, I've been a cashier. I was working the cash register and doing, there's a couple other things you do while you're up front. It could be very possible that it's my bad completely, and I take responsibility for it. But however, after further review on the play, I talked to some other people, and one of them said, well, the same person that took your register back to count it, because we don't count our register at the end of the night. We just hand it over and they bring it to the office, which I find kind of weird, because this shit happened at Save a Lot too. And it's always, you know why it's weird? I'll just give you a couple. Okay, so one, a person told me, well, when I was working here before, my register was short $100. And it's like, it wasn't like my register was short $56.32. It's short 50, And so when I said something to the person, not accusing them or anything, but saying, man, I can't believe, I've been a cashier before. I've never been, one time when I was like 20, I was short $20 when I worked at like 7-Eleven. And their response was so quick that it made me think about it even more. Like, they were like, oh, you could have just pressed the wrong button and gave them, you could have pressed it, they gave you 100 and gave them back, da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, man, that's a pretty quick fucking answer. I don't have any proof or anything like that. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to count my register when they come to take it. You know what I mean? And verify it that way. But I'm big on, owning, your shit. I take full responsibility, and it definitely could be my fault. I mean, it could happen. You're answering the phone, you're doing different computer shit, you're talking to people, are interrupting you while you're When people interrupt me when I'm counting change, I ignore them completely, and I always do. So I know it didn't happen because of that. But there are some areas where they take the cash register back where the chain of custody is interrupted, and, there could be, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if somebody has a fucking coke problem or is buying pills or gambling or, it's right around the holidays, and, then another person says the same person, a while back did the same, was there when theirs was. I'm just saying, like, it could look, I'm not saying that it's a fact, I have to be a little bit more vigilant, and there's times when we're up there and we don't have enough money, or they're giving us change and we've got a line full of people, and it's like, they give they take money out of your register. Hey, here's $50, here's 50 in ones. Well, you don't have time to count 51s when there's a bunch of people in your fucking line. And I don't think that's what happened, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't have a problem, but I have more of a problem that it's like, it's not secure. There's interruptions in the surveillance and the chain of custody of the thing. And to me, it's just a little, I don't know, it just seems a little fucked up. That it just all of a sudden happened, and me and this person, had a kind of a verbal disagreement about some stuff. So it wasn't that heated, but it was heated enough that, we both kind of told each other to fuck off, pretty much. And, they want you to do a lot of shit when you're up at the register. And I told my supervisor, my main boss, I said, man, listen, I've got to do warranties. I got to look up this thing, call the other store. I got to look on the fucking data bank for, is this thing covered? Then I got to cross out of that screen and go over here. And then I got the phone ringing. I got fucking people talking in my ear on the, I'm not, like, there's only so much shit I can do. And if I wasn't a good employee, and I said right to him, I'm not saying it to be cocky or, whatever, but You got me. I haven't been here that long, and I'm already working the busiest day of the week. So I'm doing something right, because they like try to push to get people's like information, their emails and their phone numbers and their, stuff like that, because they get bonuses. Well, I don't get a fucking bonus, so I'm not trying to like fucking stop and ask somebody for their email. People don't want to give you their fucking emails, man. People don't want a bunch of fucking spam. People don't want to give you their phone number. They do because it's easy to look up their receipts and stuff. But it's, I don't know. It's just, I just find it a little off. That's all I'm saying. So, people are, there's a lot of fucking miserable people out there in the world, and they're miserable because of their, they don't have God in their life. They're miserable because they either have something going on in their personal life, which they bring to work. You would have never known that I was breaking up with my girlfriend of 2.5, 3 years, and we were going through this tumultuous time, because I never brought that shit to work, because I'm fucking professional. I might not act like it on here sometimes, and I might be a little bit fucking crazy and over emotional, but I'm being fucking real, and I'm being honest, and I'm being sincere. And that's who I am, take it or leave it. I'm not pretending to be like, I'm not a perfect person. I could have very well fucked up the cashier thing. I very well could have fucked up this or fucked up that. You know what I mean? It's not beyond the realm or scope of fucking things that could happen, but people have this thing that because you feed these cats that you're this great fucking person. Well, that's your perception. I'm not doing this because I'm a great fucking person. I'm doing this because God wants me to, and I've done so much fucked up, sketchy shit and scumbag shit when I was a junkie. And, now that I'm in recovery, I'm, not that that's, buying my way into heaven, because you can't do that. But, I'm kind of just feel blessed enough to be in the opportunity, and I'm sensitive to the need that's there in front of me, and stuff like that. But I'm not by no means, even in the breakup situation that happened, I wasn't like completely like I didn't deserve what the fuck happened, you know what I mean, or anything like that, or deserve to be treated like what went on, and and I didn't make anything up or lie about anything whatsoever. But I'm not saying that I wasn't this or wasn't that in answering stuff with her, or I wasn't, just as toxic in my rebuttals, you know what I mean? So I don't know, just sometimes people, they say, oh, you're such a kind person. And, I'm just as fucked up as everybody else. I'm not special. I'm no different than her. She's no different than me. I'm no different than him. I'm no different than you. This isn't, what you see here is you're seeing a small window of my life. I'm a person. I have a sin nature just like everybody else. I do, I still do stupid shit. I still, believe it or not, sin. You know what I mean? Like people, I don't know, people just have these unreal, and that's what I told my boss. I said, sometimes I feel like you guys have these unreal expectations of the multitasking, thing. Like I don't know. I just wanted to get this off my chest. And sometimes, this is what this is. This is me talking about this shit so I don't fucking crack up and use drugs.